Hello there, welcome to the 25th video in our Learn Everything We Can Learn from VisionOS Documentation series. Here we're looking at the article Configure Your App Icon. Add an app icon variations to represent your app in places such as settings, search results, and the App Store. Every app has a distinct app icon that communicates the app's purpose, and it makes it easy to recognize throughout the system. Apps require multiple variations of app icons to look great in different contexts. Xcode can help generate these variations for you using a single high-resolution image. Or you can configure your app icon variations by using an app icon set in your project assets catalog. VisionOS and tvOS app icons are made up of multiple stacked image layers you configure in your project asset catalog. Create an app icon. When you create your project from a template, it automatically includes a default asset catalog asset.xc assets that contains the app icon. If you don't have a default asset catalog or existing app icon, or you want to provide an alternative, you can add an app icon to an asset catalog manually. To do this, first, in the Project Navigator, select Asset Catalog. Second, click the Add button at the bottom of the outline view. And third, in the pop-up menu, choose OS variant app icon. Xcode creates a new app icon set or image stack with the name app icon. Let's go take a look at that. Now let's create an app icon. First, what we'll do is go to our Project Navigator. This is our Navigator panel. In the Navigator panel, we need to find our XC assets. Now go down to the filter, type in XC assets. Here we find all our assets. Click Assets, and we are able to find our app icon. Now suppose that we don't have an app icon yet. What we can do is hit the Add button, and in the pop-up menu, select the variant that we want. Let's say we want an iOS app icon. Click that, and now we have an iOS app icon. Specify app icon variations. Variations of your app icon appears throughout the system in places like Home View, Settings, and Search Results. In Xcode 14 and later, for iOS, macOS, and watchOS apps, you can generate all variations of your icon using a single 1024 by 1024 pixel image or provide variations for all sizes. Although using a single size is the default behavior for new apps and new icons in the asset catalog, you might need all sizes in order to include details in larger variations and simplify an app's size decreases. If you have an existing project that provides multiple variants, consider providing a single size when that is all your app icon requires. For each platform your app supports, choose between using a single size and providing all sizes in the app catalog. Here we have select app icon sets, and here are the variations. In the project navigator, select an asset catalog. In the asset catalog, select the icon. To view and edit attributes, select inspectors and attributes from the Xcode view menu. Then select single size or all sizes from the pop-up menu for the platform you want to change. For each platform your app supports, add a single image that Xcode can use to generate your icon variations, or add an image for each icon variation of an icon set in the asset catalog. In the project navigator, select an asset catalog. In the asset catalog, select the icon. From the Finder, drag image variations of the app icon into the image well in the detailed area of the asset catalog in Xcode to match the resolution and use case. VisionOS and tvOS icons combine a stack of multiple images layers to create a sense of depth. For tvOS apps, the asset catalog contains an app icon, top shelf image folder with the different app icons and launch image sets. For design guidance, see app icons. For platform-specific design guidance, see each of these: VisionOS, iOS, macOS, tvOS, and watchOS. Okay, let's First, look at our project navigator and select an asset catalog. In our asset catalog, let's select the icon. We have the app icon for our VisionOS application. Now we're going to go to our inspector and click the attributes. So open this side and hit the inspector right here. Now hit one of the icon layers. Now we have a bunch of information, but the difference is that we don't have single size or all size selections. To do that, we'll need to create a brand new app icon for iOS. Let's take a look at this app icon. Here we can select single size or all size. When we select all size, we have a bunch of sizes that we can provide. Now, we go back to single size. For all Mac OS, we can also do the same. And for watchOS, we can also do that as well. So that's how you select all sorts of sizes for all sorts of devices. Now, in the project navigator, we selected the asset catalog and we have selected an app icon. Now, we don't have an image, so we should find an image in the Finder and drag and drop it in. Here in our Finder, we have the Earth icon, and let's drop it in. Great. With that, we are able to show a Earth for our app icon. Now, for tvOS, it's a little different. We have multiple layers and a top shelf. Let's take a look at that. Here is what it will look like in the App Store, front, middle, and back. Here's the app icon for the front, middle, back, and a top shelf icon here and there. All right, with that, we'll move on to the next. Let's configure the layers of an image stack. By default, VisionOS and tvOS app icons constructed with 3 layers. This is the maximum number of layers VisionOS icons support, but you can use up to 5 layers when constructing a tvOS icon. To add a layer, click the Add button. Choose OS variant app icon layer. To remove a layer, select the layer and click Remove. Add images to each layer by dragging from the Finder into the image well into the detail area of the asset catalog in Xcode. For more information on the use of layers, see app icon VisionOS and tvOS. You can use the Parallax Preview app or the Parallax Exporter plugin to create and preview layer source representations, LSR and XLSR, files that you can import into your assets catalog in Xcode. Save your file in the LSR file format to import a tvOS icon into Xcode. Save in the XLSR file format to import a VisionOS icon. Download these from the Apple Design Resource site. Alright, we have our app icon in front of us. Let's try to add another layer. By adding another layer, we have an error. The error suggests that we can't have more than 3 layers. So let's get rid of it by just removing it. Great. With that, we can also drag and drop an image into the middle portion, or by clicking the plus button, we can look for a particular image, let's say the solar hero. And now we have some items behind the Earth. It gives it a little glow, a little circulation, a little moon, a little bit of everything. And it's a little bit too messy now. Let's remove it. And let's add another one. Let's try a sun silver. This gives it a nice halo in the back. Looks nice. Now let's specify an app icon. If you distribute your app through the App Store, you must provide an icon imagery to use in the App Store. In the Project Navigator, select an asset catalog and add icon images to the appropriate image well in an app icon set or image stack. The App Store image well located varies by platform. For iOS, drag an icon image to the iOS 1024 image well. Here is our iOS app icon. Here you can see this is the 1024 image well. Let's drag an image in. Let's drag the solar hero image in. Great. Oh no, there's a warning. The image is not the correct size. Well, what we can do is go to our solid image stack, take the middle icon, Currently, we have our sun silver in there, and that is not looking very good. Let's try the front. What we have in the front is a earth, and that works perfectly fine. For iMessage, for the iOS target, drag an icon image to the 1024 iOS image well in the app icon set. For the iMessage extension target, drag an icon to the Messages App Store image well in the iMessage app icon set. To do the Messages extension icon, click the plus button, go to iOS, Message Extensions icon. As you can see in the Messages extension icon, we have multiple pixel items. So you have to resize your icon to fit these parameters. Now, to create a sticker pack, drag an icon image to the iOS 1024 image well and the Messages App Store image well. Here we have the 1024 image icon in the message icon well. We also have it in our iOS 1024 image well. For macOS, drag an icon image to the App Store 2x image well. Here we have added our macOS by going to the inspector and clicking all sizes. Here is the App Store 2x image well. It's a 1024 by 1024 icon. Let's again go to our Earth icon and drag it. Here we have our Earth icon again, and let's drop it into an image well. There we go. For tvOS, drag images to the image well for the layers of your app icon. App Store stack in the app icon top shelf image folder. The App Store generates an icon from the layers of image stack. Let's create that tvOS app icon. tvOS app icon and top shelf image. Let's click that. All right, so here we go. Here's the App Store. Let's add these layers. Going into our package assets folder, we have our front icon for the front. Let's drag that in. Whoa, that's really big. Okay, now let's grab our middle. And let's grab our back. Perfect. Let's take a look at the end result. Wow, that is huge. Now let's go down to the top shelf image wide and drag in some top shelf image wide images. We don't have that. Let's drag in Sun Silver to see what's going on here. Now, they want an image that is much more different than ours. We want a 2320 by 720, and we want a 4640 by 1440p image. We will need to produce those image to populate this image well. Let's delete these for now. For VisionOS, drag images to the image well for the layers of your VisionOS app icon stack. The App Store generates an icon from the layers of the image stack. We have done this already. Let's take a look. This is our VisionOS app icon. As you can see, here's the front, middle, and back layer. Lastly, we have the watchOS. For the iOS target, drag an icon image to the 1024 image well. For the WatchKit app target, drag an image icon image to the watchOS image well. Here we have an app icon asset. We can create an iOS watchOS app and add a image well just for the iOS, and that will populate that icon both for the iOS and watchOS app. But suppose that we only want a watchOS app. Here, we will just have an icon for our watchOS. Let's populate that again with our front image from our assets. Great. Change the default app icon set. If you don't create your project from a template and you want to change your default app icon set, specify which one to use in your target build settings. The project navigator selects the project, and in the project editor, select the target. The app icon and launch image section of the general panel. Choose the app icon set from the app icons source pop-up menu. If you don't select the include all app icon asset option, Xcode only includes the app icon set you specify in the app icon source pop-up menu when it builds your app. You might leave this option unselected if you want to use a different icon for the debug and release builds of your app without including the debug icon in your release app bundle. You can specifically specialize the app icon for the debug and release configurations by modifying the primary app icon set name build settings in the build settings tab. Xcode also includes any additional app icon sets you specify under alternate app icon set build settings. Include any icon set your app can select using the set alternate icon name function or use in App Store product page. For more information on configuring tests that uses icon in App Store Connect, see product page optimization. Now let's head over to our navigation panel. Hit the world. This is the top of our application. And we will see in the general section under app icons and launch screen that we can select a particular app icon assets. We can select for release or debug. Here we have the app icon source. We can choose to exclude this if we want different app icons for release build and our debug build. With that, we have reached the end of our article about configuring your app icon. Configuring your app icon is very important to making an app that appeals and differentiates from everyone else's app. And that is all for our 25th video in Learn Everything We Can Learn from VisionOS Documentation. Let's learn more in the 26th video.